Good evening, folks, and welcome to Chalon, France. This is the Basketball Champions League, and we're getting ready to watch Elan Chalon take on Neptunas Klaipeda. Well, without question, Neptunas Klaipeda have had a better season in the Basketball Champions League, but they come into this game on the back of a resounding defeat at defending champions Iberostar Tenerife, whereas Elan Chalon have come into this on the back of a win at Gaziantep. So we've got this game. Cabo de Orlando are at home to Gaziantep also tonight, and tomorrow PAOK and Iberostar Tenerife at home against MHP Riesen, Ludwigsburg, and Ventspils, respectively. And as you can see, a lot of youngsters excited about being at the game tonight. They've filed into the Le Colisée in good numbers tonight to watch, as well as a lot of other fans. And these are the Group B standings. You see Neptunas at 5-2 now in third place behind Iberostar Tenerife and MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Ventspils clinging to that fourth spot ahead of Elan Chalon, who also have a 3-4 record. Then down at the bottom, Gaziantep, PAOK, and Cabo de Orlando. Well, this is a great part of the world, folks. They hosted a FIBA Europe Cup Final Four a couple years ago. Had the privilege of coming here to that event. And Neptunas Klaipeda tonight, well, you know, Kazis Maxvidis, his team in a little bit of turmoil. You're missing the point guard, Gurgionis, and also Butkavicius. Well, Butkavicius, of course, before the Christmas break, getting the the elusive or the famous triple-double, but both of those teams have left and joined Lithuanian club Lietuvos Rytas. So how will Neptunas respond to the departures of those two key players? And how will Chalon perhaps respond? Lance Harris, Rosenfeld, Dorsey, Pierre-Antoine Gillette has been injured. Usman Kamara, Mikhail Jalabal, all play for Jean-Denis Choulet. And it's still a good Neptunas team. Make no mistake, Juan Palacios, good hard-nosed player. Beliauskas, you've got a lot of players that will play with a lot of heart and a lot of pride. We would expect tonight for Neptunas, but again, losing a couple of key men at this stage of the season, this is going to test the resolve of them, and we'll see just how together they are tonight. And again, they do still have some good hard-nosed players. Gelionis, one of them there in front of you, and you can see they look pretty loose, so that's a good sign. Ronaldo Sabutis, the veteran, Delena Kaitis still with them, so it's a good team. Jerry Johnson, the point guard, he will perhaps have more say now for this team. But you have to think that with the departure of those two players, their aspirations of getting to the Final Four have been hit pretty hard. So we'll see how they respond tonight. Beliauskas, I would guess now, the door's open for him to really step up and have more of a prominent role for this team. But Butkavicius and Gurgionis are two players that are very hard, very tough to replace. It looks like Javon Shepard's going to be ready to go. Lance Harris comes out now. Rosenfeld as well comes out. And Jeremy Nzuli. Dorsey will be looking perhaps for him to make some big plays tonight. Pierre-Antoine Gillet, the Belgium international. Usman Kamara has played well. This is the team that is excited. Hey, you have to be excited about the play of the big man. Jamie Farr, he's played well. Javon Shepard gives him a lift coming back. Buki Chu as well, and Jalabal. all in all, it's an Elan Chalon team that's had a lot of tough losses, not only on the domestic front this season, but in the Basketball Champions League. However, they've got 3 wins in 7 games. It's been pretty tough for them, but last week's win at Gaziantep was huge, and I think it certainly fueled hopes for their club and their fans that they can sneak into the postseason. So 3-4 Elan Chalon getting ready to host Neptunas Klaipeda. And Neptunas Klaipeda, again, coming in on the back of that tough loss at Iberostar Tenerife. They are 5-2. Here are the referees for tonight's game: Lorenzo Baldini, Luis Castillo, and Gentien Chichi. And we'll be getting a look at the starting fives for both of these teams shortly. So the starting five for Neptunas Klaipeda will be Palacios, Kisielius, Johnson, Gelionis, and Sebudas. So Kisielius is the player that steps right in, as well as Johnson, into that starting five to replace Georgionis and Butkavicius. And Kazis Maxvidas right there barking some orders here to his players. And for Elan Chalon, Dorsey, Harris, Nzuli, the Cameroon International, Kamara, and James Farr. So you've effectively got a couple of twin towers in there for Elan Chalon in Kamara and Farr. Now, the first time these two teams met, you might remember it was a close game. Cholet's team lost at Neptunas Klaipeda 75-73. And in that game, Georgionis had 16 points and 3 assists, but Butkavicius only had 4 points. Well, I can't emphasize enough how lovely this part of the world is, folks. You want to, if you live in Europe, you want to get on the train or fly perhaps to Lyon, or get in your car and drive to Chalon and experience. This is wine country, and it's a beautiful place to visit. Nice atmosphere, and you can see there's quite an appetite for the basketball team. Lance Harris coming out, getting some high fives, some low fives. Kamara also had a big game in that first meeting, had 11 rebounds to go with his 8 points for Chalon. Of course, Adam Smith was with the team at that time. He had 16 points, but he's no longer with Chalon. Gillet had 10 points, and Harris had 12 points. But that was then, and this is now. Completely different setup. Most notably here in France instead of up in Klaipeda, Lithuania. Well, welcome, folks, to Chalon, France. It's the Basketball Champions League game between Elan Chalon and Neptunas Klaipeda. Elan Chalon winning the opening tip, wearing the white and attacking the basket to the left. Dorsey pulls up just inside the arc and hits the jump shot. So we'll see what confidence, if at all, they carry over from that big road win last week, which was a close one. Gelionis goes hard to the basket and says, well, you might have some Twin Towers, but I'm just going to take it right at you. And jump shot and the miss. Now inside to Palacios, no-look pass. I think he faked out Gelionis. So Pino, I believe, is who we got a look at before the game with his arm in a sling. Bastian Pino, the shooting guard. So it looks like he probably not playing tonight. Inzuli dribbles down low. Ball goes out of bounds. I'll tell you what, Kamara was telling Inzuli to shoot it, but it looked like he had the right idea of making that pass. So maybe he could have taken the shot. Anyway, Gelionis goes in, then goes up and under and scores again. Well, a little dipsy-do there from Gelionis, and he's got all 4 points. We've seen him get hot before for Neptunas. I'll tell you, this would be an encouraging win for Neptunas Klaipeda, especially for their fans, if they could get a road win tonight. Gelionis goes up for the block. He says, we can win without those guys. Come on. And he's going out and proving it right now. And the long jump shot, it's only a 2 from Inzuli, knots it at 4. Palacios goes a little bit one-on-one, loses it. Now Inzuli has it, hands it off, and Harris is fouled while he goes up, so he gets a couple of free throws. Another look at that play. And the first free throw is off target. Second one is good. And the quick response, no good, but push is called. So a foul on Chalon. Good find by Jerry Johnson, splitting the defense with that pass. Well, Jerry Johnson's been around for a long time, has played for Kazakhstan's national team, and he will be eager to come out tonight and play well. And you have to wonder about Max Vitas, his state of mind tonight. Coming into this one, wants to see all the execution and everything else, but needs some other players to step up. Harris out to Kamara. Inzuli puts the ball on the deck. Now Harris drills it. Here comes the host. Harris. Inzuli, who recently played in the World Cup qualifiers for Cameroon, and his shot stays out, but Kamada gets the rebound, and then Sebutis commits the foul on Harris. First shot is good from Harris this time. And the second one is good as well. Shot inside, no good. Kamara jumps up for the rebound. And the drive inside, and Kamara missed. Dorsey had another an attempt at a putback. Now Johnson pushes it, brings it back out. And the jump shot is good. The three for Johnson. Back to a 2-point game. Ball goes over to Farr. He hits the three-pointer. I'll tell you, he shoots it very well for a big man. That wasn't really a pass. You wonder if he'll get an assist for that. I'll have to check it out and let you know. They just kind of lost the ball. Now Farr reaches in and comes up with a steal. Yes, Dorsey did get the assist. Interestingly. Well, Kamara flirting with a foul there, setting that pick. A tough start here for Neptunas Klaipeda. Harris goes baseline, hands it off to Inzuli, but didn't grab it. Now Johnson has it in the open floor. He's wide open, so he's going to take it, but he's not going to make it. Kiselius, though, is going to hit the three-pointer, and that gets it back to a 2-point game. Three-point attempt from Dorsey. And Kamara not able to corral it. Harris tried to knock it away. And Sebutis puts up a three. Now Kamara called for a push on the rebound. So the ball will stay at this end of the floor. Mikhail Jalabal checks into the game. Dorsey goes out. Also, Bukichu comes in. And Kamara goes out. Kiselius just hit 1-3, but misses that. However, Zelionis has been very active. Gets it back to Kiselius. And you better box out, folks, because if you give this man a second chance, he's already hit you twice with three-pointers. And now, careless play, the turnover. So timeout on the floor. Listen to Coach Cholet.
time inside the ball. One time, okay? Inside, outside, call the play. Play defense, we don't. Rebound, we don't. Open shot, 3 points every time. Hey, what you doing, man? Okay, start with the defense, okay? Watch out Palacios, watch out the one-on-one. And run the play in offense. We're doing shit in offense.
Oh, apologies for the language, folks. See the rebounding numbers there. We want to take you down to the court so you get some real insight into what's being said over there on the bench, and you can hear Coach Cholet not happy with the execution on either side of the floor. And the drive, and Jalabal with the rebound. Now Bukicu backs up, and the big Belgian center with a jump hook. Long jump shot, no good. Authoritative rebound by Inzuli. And coming out of the timeout, Chalon are better. Jalabal for three. Antoine Gillet being boxed out, but he's able to get it to Rosenfeld. And once again, the second effort this time for Elan Chalon nets 3 points. Good hustle from Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Bounce pass inside, and Capitan is fouled just before he attempts his shot. So Galdicus, there he is, will go to the line for a couple. Second shot is good. And Shepard catches it on the break and gets the bump from Galdicus. So Javon Shepard, here's a player really that can help Elan Chalon, in my opinion. Played well in the Basketball Champions League last year. We certainly had some good games. Ooh, he's not going to help him if he shoots free throws like that. That was well short, but a hold and a foul on the rebound. How freakish is that? And that's going to keep, oh yeah, look at him. He's wrapping up big time on Bukicu. Tilionis, you're not allowed to bear hug when you box out. That's just not part of the plan. Somebody's got to get that message down there to the Neptunas Klaipeda bench. Big bad Bukicu goes to the line and misses the free throw. So he doesn't punish him. Bukicu makes the second. Shepard played in Belgium last year for Charleroi. And long jump shot, no good. Shepard's got it. The Toronto native. Rosenfeld back to Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Good! Good to see the big man back out there. He was injured, but now he's back and providing some impetus from the perimeter. Pass inside, and Galdikas goes up strong. Rosenfeld. Bukicu for three. Oh, the Belgians can shoot it, can't they? Look at him. Wide open. What's happening with that Neptunas Klaipeda defense? Max Vitas needs to talk about it. He calls a timeout. Let's listen to Coach Max Vitas.
This is the 5 is shooting. What the hell then? You want to lose the game, guys? Please, if the game lost the game, just give up. Understand? Position 4 on the shot.
3-point shooting for Elan Chalon, 5 of 9. So you see the assists and the turnovers. So with respect to Pierre-Antoine Gillet, I got in touch with him after the last game, and I said, Pierre, what's up? And he said it was just a twisted ankle that kept him out of action. I thought he had been benched. He didn't look too happy there on the bench, but he said it wasn't too bad, and he's not limping around right now. I mean, you can't take an international player out of your team and not be affected by it. So to get that win the way they did last week at Gaziantep, and now for Elan Chalon to come back and have not only Pierre-Antoine Gillet but also Javon Shepard, you know, it bodes well for them. The question is, are we going to see Neptunas Klaipeda turn things around here? They're down 8. Galdikas takes it down low. Well, when you come out of a timeout, you're struggling a little bit, go down low, go to work. Just go. And he puts it up with the left hand. I like it. I like the high percentage game. It looks like Max Vitas' message about guarding the perimeter have gotten through. Now Jerry Johnson hustles, gets it up ahead. Now on the break, and the basket is good from Beliauskas, one of the players that should see more playing time following the departure of Butkavicius. Back to a 4-point game. That was great hustle from Jerry Johnson. He gets it in and has the wherewithal to pass it to Beliauskas. So Neptunas Klaipeda have responded well coming out of the timeout. However, Jared Johnson has picked up a foul and had to go to the bench here with 43.3 seconds to go in this first quarter. That's his second foul. And unfortunately for Neptunas, they were already over the limit, so they put Javon Shepard on the line, and he has made the first. And good hustle. Getting that ball back was Mikalauskis, number 20, who's also in the game, young man. And now the ball batted over to Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Good defense from Chalon. And Rosenfeld quite rightly says, let's get the last shot here. Well, Antoine Gillet puts up a three, and he nails it. How about that for an end to the quarter for Elan Chalon? Pierre-Antoine Gillet brings a little bit of rain. It's 29-21. The home team up on Neptunas Klaipeda. Pierre-Antoine Gillet says, well, I could let this clock tick down just a little bit more, but I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make it. Look at this. And they had Beliauskas flying right at him. 3-point land, 6 of 10 now for Elan Chalon, 3 of 6 inside the arc. If they're making their free throws, that lead would be even bigger, but right now they're 60%. And you have to say alarm bells are ringing tonight for Neptunas Klaipeda. Clearly missing Girgionis and Bukavicius. Some of the highlights from the first quarter. So, second quarter action underway now. And we got a stoppage in play. Referees want to check something at the scores table. And now that they've checked it out, they're going to start things over. So Palacios back in the game, number 3. Now Sabutis. Oh, nice pass, and Gaudigas finishes. Nikolauskas out on Jalabal. Bukichu, and he traveled. Meanwhile, Mikolauskas just 20 years of age, and also Beliauskas just 20 years of age. So you got a couple of youngsters out there right now for Neptunas Klaipeda who are getting a good opportunity to play here. See Gaudigas posting up down low, and then Bukichu called for the foul. And you got the veteran, Sabutis. And they will know him well, obviously. Sabutis misses badly. Rosenfeld has it. Nikolauskas did a good job of covering the backdoor cut. And now the traveling call has been made on Shepard. Man, I didn't see that. thought that was a good pump fake, but Shepard didn't argue, so Neptunas Klaipeda doing a good job hanging around right now. Cebudos comes up top. Whips it back over to Beliauskas. Good! The three-pointer! Bukitu spins, fouled by Galdikas. Those two have been going at it tonight. Tell you what, if you're a Neptunas fan, you got a team really that I love these guys. I mean, they're out there working hard. You might be missing a little bit of flash, a little bit of panache following the departures of Girgionis and Butkavicius, but you still got some players out there working hard. Pierre-Antoine Gelé, another three-pointer from the Belgian sensation tonight, folks. That's 3 for him. Somebody's got to learn their lesson. That somebody plays for Neptunas Klaipeda, because Pierre-Antoine Gelé is not going to miss many open ones. Now Galdikas has it. Palacios. Beliauskas steps back behind the arc. Little short. And Inzuli challenged Galdikas for the rebound, and the ball fell to Jalabal. And this time they do get out on Antoine Gelé, and they foul him. Jared Johnson on the ball. Remember, he's got the 2 fouls. He's guarding Dorsey. There it comes up. Dorsey back over to Jalabal. He hits a 3. Goodness me, the three-pointers are falling in a big way tonight for the team in white. And Keselius misses that 3. Now Johnson has it. Keselius, again. Well, this time he does miss. Dorsey, outlet to Inzuli. Kamara, back to Kamara. And Kamara called for a travel. Shirley looks like he's not in total agreement there. Well, may have been a travel even before, a long time before there. It looked like he kind of jumped. Palacios takes the contact and scores. Good strong move from Juan Palacios. Now the pass, Kamara, 5 on the shot clock. Kamara's going to town. He's trying to, and great defense from Palacios. Oh, look at that. Kamara gets it back. But at the end of the shot clock, so 5:49 remaining. We saw Elan Chalon in this situation last week, and we've seen him in this situation a lot this season, where they get up on teams and they have a chance to really go for the jugular, and they don't. And the other team kind of comes back, but this time Palacios loses the ball as he makes his move. Dorsey goes behind his back, pulls up at the line. And Jerry Johnson gets inside and puts it up. continues his fine play tonight. Look at that. Pass over the defense to Dorsey. And he hands it off to Kamara. And Zelionis reaches in and commits the foul. Zelionis, 3 fouls now for him. And that one hurts, coming late in the shot clock. So Kamara makes 1 of 2. Boy, another game in this group tonight. As you look at Sabutis driving in and scoring to get it back to a 4-point deficit. They're very quietly just kind of hanging around, aren't they? Just getting closer and closer. Another game in this group tonight, Capo di Orlando winning big at home over Gaziantep, 39-17. Pierre-Antoine Gillet this time. Oh, he's fouled while shooting the three-pointer. His 4th 3-ball to fall tonight. This time, Neptunas did get a hand in the face, but Palacios got too close and even fouled him. Look at this. He is simply on fire tonight. His 4th 3-ball. And makes the free throw to push the lead back up to 8. Yeah, you think they missed him while he was out? I'd say so. Pierre-Antoine Gillet. And pass intercepted by Kamara. So Palacios again, 2 fouls. Beliauskas comes back in. Jerry Johnson goes out. And Kamara not quite able. And these are the frustrating moments for Cholet because he knows his team has that opportunity to really extend their lead. And they just don't take full advantage. Nevertheless, they get it up to a 9-point game now. Well, already this is the best shooting night in the Basketball Champions League from 3-point range for Pierre-Antoine Gillet. He came in shooting 36%. He did hit 3 of 5 in a game against Ventspils earlier this season. Galdigas has it and just establishes position and goes up strong. Dorsey. Oh, a little bit of Matador defense. Nobody picked him up. Just let him walk right down the lane. I'll tell you what, I mean, there are different factors working here against Neptunas, but one of them is the fact that they haven't guarded the perimeter tonight. They haven't guarded it well with Elan Chalon 9 of 13 from 3-point range. They lead it 43-34. Eleven apiece in the rebounding. Well, you heard Max Vitas taking his players to task over how they were guarding Pierre-Antoine Gillet. He says somebody's got to get on big number 12. But the problem is he's not the only one that's hitting them from 3-ball range tonight. Also got, okay, now the ruling is 8 of 12 from 3-point range, so not 9 of 13. So obviously they've had to look at it. In any event, Rosenfeld's hit a 3. Antoine Gillet's hit 4 of 4. Jamie Farr's hit 1 of 1. Jalabal is 1 of 2, and Bukichu has made his only attempt. Gaudikas now going to go to work against Kamara. Passes it back outside to Kisielius. And offensive foul called on Neptunas. Yep. Used his right forearm. And now Max Vitas is told, disputing that, and he's been told to sit down. Well, last week, Neptunas Klaipeda headed to Iberostar Tenerife with a chance to knock off the defending champions, be in first place. And tonight, they've come here in third place without 2 of their biggest weapons. Georgionis and Butkavicius now gone. And Klaipeda just needing everybody to give that little bit of extra. Palacios goes inside and is fouled by Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Jamie Farr comes in for Antoine Gillet. Pierre-Antoine Gillet. And Palacios misses the first. Drills the second. So he's 1 of 1 of 2 rather at the line tonight. Neptunas not getting that many free throws. 3 of 4 on the night. Jalabal drives into Lee. Offensive foul is the call on Jalabal. Well, I don't want you to leave this game, but there's an interesting one in Slovenia tonight. Petro Olympia and SIG Strasbourg all knotted up at 52. And Palacios misses. Jalabal with the rebound. Also, Elan Chalon winning at Elan Chalon, 41-37. Oh, beautiful pass to Kamara for the two-handed jam. Nice feed by Dorsey. That is definitely his assist. Ukamurthia winning 41-39 at Elan Chalon. There's, again, another look at the foul. Chalon not too happy about that call. Ours win at Zielona Góra tonight. That was a big win for them, 80-72. Dinamo Sassuolo won at Karsiaka. The drive from Seburis. He's going to be upset with himself, as you can see, punching the air. Should have had that. And the quick drive and the miss. And now Kisielius is fouled by Jamie Farr. Well, he hit a couple of big threes tonight, and it looked like momentum was going the way for Neptunas. But now he's missed a free throw. And they just seem to be a little deflated right now. Makes one of two. Long shot. Off target. Beliauskas. Now Kisielius for three. And the follow from Palacios. So he missed. The final minute of the first half. Elan Chalon 45-36. It's been a good game for them, certainly offensively. And now Farr just kind of lost concentration, was able to tap it to Dorsey. Dorsey goes a little bit one-on-one there. And then Dorsey makes up for it by intercepting the pass. And an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Juan Palacios. Well, I didn't see that. Looked like he was making a play on the ball. And that was Dorsey with the steal. That's a poor pass by Beliauskas. So 3 fouls now on Palacios. He goes to the bench, and this was an unsportsmanlike. And this is not how you want to finish the first half if you're Neptunas. He can make both to go to 47 points, and then they can get the last possession. And you wonder if Gillet's might be tempted to get Pierre-Antoine Gillet back in the game for potential three. So disappointing finish to the first half. Uchikas comes back in for Beliauskas to play some defense. There's Mikalauskas as well. Jamie Farr, he's not going to wait for the clock to go all the way down. He's going to hit the three-pointer. And they hit the half-century mark here in the first half. Sebudas goes all the way, gets it to go. They're going to count it. And that is the only problem with Jamie Farr taking the three-pointer when he did. He took it way too early. He left him too much time. Great finish. So good, strong move there from Sebudas at the end. This is Farr. But you see, look at that. When he was taking it, there were 11 seconds on the clock. Surely you want to wind that thing down a little bit. 50-38. 14 offensive rebounds for Chalon, 16 for Neptunas. 10 turnovers for Neptunas. And with the three-pointers falling for Gillet, he's got 13 points. That's a game high. Gaudikas has 10 coming off the bench for Neptunas. And Kamara, a couple of steals. See Gillet, Dorsey, and Farr leading the way. So we're at halftime. And it's Elan Chalon on top 50-38. We'll be right back.
le parquet, faites attention. Scott, il est un peu trop chaud, je pense qu'il prend beaucoup la confiance. Scott, je te rappelle qu'il y a quand même notre partenaire Joa qui est là dans les tribunes. Je ne vais pas lui casser son jouet, ça serait moche quand même. Le Colisée, une dernière fois pour leur sortie du parquet. Je vous donne une ovation pour toutes nos équipes de jeunes de l'association. C'est des futurs grands que vous verrez certainement ici tous les week-ends. Scott, il essaye de nous faire des combos. Oh là là, oh là là, oh là là, oh là là. Il a déjà du mal cette année à shooter. Les deux pieds sur le parquet, et là il s'essaye avec la machine. Incorrigible, Scott, incorrigible. Allez, on y croit, Scott, on y croit. Loin. Et le Colisée, je vous le rappelle également, il vous reste très peu de temps durant ce mois de décembre pour acheter des places à vos enfants. Toute place enfants achetée durant ce mois-ci vous donne la possibilité de gagner une place pour le 23 décembre et de faire vivre un match de rêve à votre bout de chou. Toute place enfants achetée fait participer à un concours qui nous permettra peut-être d'obtenir une place plus que VIP derrière les joueurs durant tout le match, et vous aurez accès à l'espace VIP. Vous pourrez voir nos joueurs à la fin du match. Ça fait un superbe cadeau à vos petits bouts. Et toujours du côté des offres de Noël, si jamais vous n'avez encore pas fait tous vos cadeaux, pensez bien au pack hors de l'élan. Un pack où vous pouvez choisir 3 des 4 gros matchs qui arrive ici au Colisée. Et pour tout pack acheté, vous avez une écharpe collector offerte. Toutes les infos pour ce pack c'est la billetterie ou sur le site officiel de l'élan, elanchalon.com. N'hésitez surtout pas, ça sera le cadeau idéal. Je pense que ça fera beaucoup d'entre vous et votre entourage. Attendant pour les joueurs qui sont venus sur le parquet pour l'échauffement très évident.
Well, one half is in the books, and so far, not so good for Neptunas Klaipeda without Arnas Butkevičius and Mindaugas Girgionis. They trail 50-38 at Elan Chalon. And without question, one stat tells you something about this Elan Chalon team, and it kind of makes you wonder really if the door is still wide open for Neptunas Klaipeda to come back. Elan Chalon hitting 9. Okay, now the ruling is 9 of 13 from three-point range. So it was 9 of 13. Then the official score said it was 8 of 12, but now it's gone back to 9 of 13. So Rosenfeld has hit a 3 from his only attempt. Gillet, obviously the big one, 4 of 4, including a 4-point play. Jamie Farr is 2 of 2 from three-point range. So, yeah, they did add the one there at the end. Jalabal, 1 of 2, and Bukicu, 1 of 1, whereas Neptunas Klaipeda are 4 of 14 from three-point range. Kisielius is 2 of 4, but, some...
We play defense, then we control. Start from this defensive side.
Okay, so you can hear what coach is stressing the defense, and quite right. And you have to wonder as well with Neptunas if they can get some full court pressure, perhaps. They can get their way back into this game. I mean, there's obviously a long way to go in this one. 20 minutes, that lead can disappear in the blink of an eye for Elan Chalon if they come out and don't play well. So this will be fun. And just as a reminder, coming into this game in Group B, Iberostar Tenerife and MHP Riesen Lewisburg up top at 6-1. Neptunas Klaipeda right below them at 5-2 in third place. And Elan Chalon are 3-4, as well as Ventspils. So Ventspils are in fourth at 3-4. Elan Chalon are fifth. Gaziantep, who at last check were getting mauled at Capo de Orlando, are 2-5, as well as Pauker at 2-5. And Capo de Orlando going for their second win tonight. So important for Neptunas as they try to avoid a second straight defeat. And important also as they try to win without Butkevičius and Girgionis. Important for Elan Chalon as they try to get a second straight win. Bukicu for 3, misses. Oh, and interesting, Chile knew the shot clock was winding down, so instead of passing it back out, tried to shoot it from over the backboard and hit the shot clock. Jerry Johnson. Nice feed inside to Galdikas. That's going to be unsportsmanlike. No question. Got to play the ball. You can't grab the man by the shoulder like that and pull him down. So that's a bad mistake by Bukicu. And again, this just opens the door. For a Neptunas team that's trying to get some confidence. And then Galdikas misses the free throw. And Galdikas misses both. And Sabutis drives in, tough shot, and Antoine Gillet gets the rebound. Harris for 3. Wonder what Gillet was saying to Jalabal about that rebound. You can see he was talking to him. And offensive foul called on Jerry Johnson. Must have cleared out a little bit with his forearms. That's 3 fouls on him. No, it was on Galdicus. So 3 fouls on Galdicus, who's struggling a little bit here. You know, they had a potential 4-point trip down the floor, or maybe even 5, and came away with nothing after that unsportsmanlike foul. Rosenfeld. Quick pass inside to Bukicu. Turns, goes up, and scores! Bukicu. Johnson goes between his legs. And Cholet told to sit down. And you know what? He can be frustrated. But the referee's right. I mean, you don't want to show up the referee. He slides in. The foul was called. And Cholet's I think overreacting. I think the referees have got it right. Not only that, you're up 14. Sebutis back outside to Kisielius. Hits a three-pointer. Wide open. Well, the foul was a big call, that's for sure, because it kept the ball in the hands of Neptunas. And Kisielius hit his third 3. Now Bukicu is going to go right at Palacios, remember, who picked up that unsportsmanlike. Bukicu tries to make a pass to Gillet. Sebutis now back to Johnson. Palacios from behind the arc. And ball turned over into the hands of Palacios. Kisielius scores on the break, and they get it back to single digits, their deficit. Good pass from Palacios. Rosenfeld. Drives in. Oh, that was a tough shot. And draws the foul on Zelionis, and that is number 4 on the big fella. Well, not too much wrong there by Zelionis. Maybe got him with the body. And he says, listen, you make that call. Now I got to go to the bench. It's my 4th foul. Free throw by Rosenfeld is good. Elan Chalon, got the win at the weekend over Antibes, 95-81. They won at Gaziantep last week. So they're in a good frame of mind right now. A little bit of confidence growing in the camp. Jared Johnson drives in and scores over Gillet. And the pass to Bukicu, and very wisely paused. Look at this. Instead of going straight up, he waits for Palacios to go past, and then he puts it up. Touch pass over to Palacios right at the line is good.
La possession revient par l'équipe des Neptunas. Le Colisée de Lisbonne pour la sortie d'Arthur.
Dorsey comes back in. Rosenfeld goes over, takes a seat next to Shepard. Shepard wondering when his number is going to get called. Well, Bukicu getting into it a little bit. Watch this. He's wrapped up. The referees are basically just saying, "Listen, guys, this isn't wrestling. Let's keep it. Let's clean it up a little bit." Sebutis over to Kiselius, and Sebutis called for a foul coming from behind. And, you know, these things even out, don't they? Because, you know, he could easily argue that the Chalon player just kind of flew past him. Jalabal gets inside, takes it back out. And that's an air ball, so at the end of the shot clock. Jerry Johnson. And a kick on Kamara. They're going to reset the shot clock. Chalet, his team up 9, and again hoping they can slam the door shut. But so far, Neptunas sticking around. Then Kamara just kind of sticks his leg out there. Mikalauskas goes up and was fouled by Jalabal late in the shot clock. Well, Jalabal did kind of reach over, and maybe that's what he saw, kind of reached in front of Mikalauskas. So young Mikalauskas is at the line and shot off target. Now Harris gets it as Neptunas tried to create some havoc in the backcourt. And the drive is good from Enzuli, high off the glass. Entry pass, Palacios Injali with the rebound. It's behind the back. Dorsey. Harris. Nikolauskas with the board. Johnson. Johnson thought about it. Now into Palacios. Harris for three. Pierre-Antoine Gillet with the rebound. New 14. And another three, and the game getting a little ugly. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Nikolauskas for three. Short. Sebutis with the rebound. Shot clock winding down. Johnson goes up. Now Dorsey pushes it. Bounce pass. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it doesn't finish. But Kamara was there for the tap in. To a 12-point lead. Another look. Dorsey. Bounce pass. Ooh. Mike Svitas telling his guys they're playing too much street ball. $60-48. There you see the points by quarter. That was a great move by Buchiku. But then the unsportsmanlike, those two were going at it. And looked like he almost threw a left arm and caught Galdikas there. Then after he finished, he held his face like he'd been hit. So 60-48, Chalon on top. And Galdikas not able to deliver the knockout blow, though, against Neptunas Klaipeda. They're not going away. And we've seen Galdikas struggle at the line tonight. He makes the first and the second, so he bends his knees. Nice release. Over the shoulder pass into the corner. Pierre-Antoine Gillet with the rebound. And the dump and the bounce pass, and they're determined to get something good, but they don't. They turn it over. And now Dorsey commits the foul on Sebutis. Shot is good. So it's back to single digits now. And now back to an 8-point game. And I'll tell you what, Neptunas can very quickly pull even. They could take the lead. I mean, you know, this is not a big deficit the way this game is being played. Dorsey gets inside, misses, and the offensive rebound and put back. And if they can't take care of the boards, Neptunas aren't going to make a comeback. Those are priceless points for Chalon. And all full marks to Kamara. Even got pushed off by Kisielius. Well, that was a big play, a run buster, but Sabutis comes right back and hits a long jump shot. I think his foot was on the arc here. So he will get just 2. So back to a 9-point deficit. Sabutis starting to turn it up a notch. Boy, somebody got crunched. No call. Shepard. They stay after it. Shepard ends up getting it back and is fouled by Mikalauskis. Shepard misses the first. Makes the first, rather, and takes it back up to a 10-point game. Second one is good as well. So, final minute of the third quarter. And steal. Chalon with a chance to stretch it. And right now, Neptune is just not getting the job done. Shepard drives in. They scrap for it. Kamara hands it off, and Inzerli gets the foul as he goes up. And right now, you have to question the effort a little bit from Neptunas. Kisielius was guilty of the turnover. And Inzerli makes the first. Also tonight, Estudiantes winning a close one against Ike, 56-55. Capo de Orlando up 78-51 on Gaziantep. Strasbourg losing at Petro Olympia, 78-77. And three-pointer is good from Palacios. So that gets it back to a 10-point deficit with 10 minutes remaining. Ostend and Telebasket Spawn as well are knotted. There you go, 67-57. Elan Chalon on top. So 11 of 25 for Chalon inside the arc. 15 of 24 for Neptunas. Three-pointers, no three-pointers made by Elan Chalon in that third quarter.
We stay with Jeremy on the 2, and in for a minute, for 2-3 minutes, maybe more, with German on the 3. Okay? Hey, run the play.
Well, you really get the feeling that the door is open for a comeback, but Elan Chalon are beating him with on the boards, getting some second, third chances, and getting to the free throw line, and that's what's really kind of helping them keep their lead right now. So 10 thrilling minutes to come, and we are going to start proceedings right now. Lateo sets the pick. Sabutis behind the arc, takes it and makes it. And Sabutis, clenched fist, looks over at the bench to say, yeah, come on, let's go. Let's get this thing going. They're down 7. 11 points for Sabutis. Backdoor cut, though, and Shepard dunks it. Nice pass from Jamie Farr. Ended up with a high bounce. He was able to catch it. Jerry Johnson dribbles up high. Now Palacios flies in. Oh, nice bank shot. He finishes. We're back to 7. Now Inzuli. Far on the baseline. Steps back for 3. And Zelionis, is that it? That's number 5 on him. So he will have an early shower. Well, it's a tough call on Zelionis, no doubt about it, just going for the loose ball. He hasn't really gotten the rub of the green tonight. We'll just leave it at that. So he has to exit the game. And who's going to step up now? Shepard able to get it in bounds to Inzuli. Inzuli drives in, passes back to Kamara, goes off his hands. So Beliaskis in the game. Palacios puts it up, and now it's a 5-point game. And all of a sudden you see the confidence starting to rise here. And Palacios is playing well. They need him to play well, the veteran. Dorsey blocked from behind, but Beliaskis called for some body. Now, a tough call on him a little bit. Looked like it was possibly a good block, but then again, you know, when you're blocking from behind, sometimes it's you're not gonna get the benefit of the call. Where she makes the first one. Second one is good as well. Capo d'Orlando rolling to a big win, 83-55. They're up on Gaziantep in Group B. So breathing a little bit of life into their campaign, whereas Gaziantep just really struggling now. And the drive and the foul. So Galdigas will go to the line with a chance to get it back to 4. Beautiful feed by Johnson. Boy, it's been tough to handle once he's gotten the ball, even with Kamara guarding him. That's his 4th foul as well, Kamara. Wonder maybe if you might see Farr switch on Galdikas. Of course, Farr right now is guarding Palacios. Might need to have Gillet come back into the game if you're Chalon. It's a 4-point game. It's game on right now. And Jalabal has it knocked away, gets it back. Palacios with the rebound. Jerry Johnson, open floor. Caselius into Galdikas. Bounce pass, gets it back, puts it up. Beautiful basketball, but Neptunas can't convert. Well, they did everything right there, but make the shot. Beliauskas will come back in. Next dead ball. Dorsey. Back to Jalabal. Gets it to Kamara. Goes up and scores with the left hand. And Jalabal is down. Ooh. Took a couple of different shots there. Might have to come out of the game. No, he's going to stay in. Six-point game. Jalabal played in the NBA, played in Spain, played in Russia, played for France for a long time, their national team, and made a good play that time to help get his team back up by 6. But this is a Neptunas Klaipeda team right now that thinks they can win it. Beliauskas open. Good! The three-pointer. It's a 3-point game. And the three-pointers that were keeping Elan Chalon going in the first half, they haven't made any in the second. Jamie Farr. Now Dorsey, they're spreading it out. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and Dorsey, there's the three-pointer. Back up to 6. And then Johnson was fouled as he got into the lane. That is foul number 4 on Chalon. So any more, they're going to be over the limit. And this is really early in the fourth quarter. So Neptunas could end up with a chance to make inroads here at the free throw line. Beliauskas left open again. Oh, he misses, but Palacios gets the rebound. They came in shooting 65% at the free throw line. Kiselius hits a three-pointer, and it's back to a 3-point game. This game is really hotting up, isn't it, folks? Bounce pass to Kamara, he goes up. And I think goal interference is going to be called. So the timeout has been called. Watch this play. Kamara gets it. He goes up. He misses. No, there's no goal interference there. Oh, yeah, it was over the cylinder. And on the way down. Well, I mean, nevertheless, a tough call. Oh. Apologies for the language, folks. And you could hear, are they going to add the points or not? Oh, they're saying no basket. So there was no basket. So 3-point lead, Neptunas with possession. So they did not count the basket. Caselius has it. Back to Jerry Johnson. Palacios kept it alive. Jamie Farr rebounds the miss. Jalabal turns, puts it up, misses. And a hold has been called on Kiselius. So it was coming from behind. Now this is where they did not count that, and yeah, it was a tough call really for the refs. The ball over the cylinder, coming down. Look at it again. It was on the rim. Well, I don't know. It's a difficult one. Palacios, a three-pointer, will tie it. Jerry Johnson, he loses it as he gets inside. Jalabal for three. Pierre-Antoine Gillet flies in for the rebound, gets it back to Inzuli. He gets blocked by Palacios and then commits the foul. Great effort from Palacios. He's really played well in the second half. No surprise there. He is at the free throw line. He's got the 12 points. And see, Max Speed is talking to Jared Johnson. He no longer has Gajonius or Butkavicius, but they've come out and they've been able to really push Elan Chalon and now trail by just 1 point. What a famous win this would be for Neptunas. If they could come back and somehow get the win. And remember, Chalon over the limit in fouls. Dorsey pulls up. Jalabal misses, but a foul, I think, again. Is it Caselius? It is indeed. Here he is. Called for a push on Jalabal. And another foul called. So that'll be now over the limit for Neptunas. And it's Gillet, no doubt about that, folks. And Gillet makes the first one. I'll tell you, you get into the bonus in a situation like this, it's crucial. I mean, both of these teams now, it becomes a free throw shooting battle in many respects. You've got to make your free throws. Tonight, Neptunas 12 of 17 at the free throw line. And Elan Chalon are 22 of 28. So on that evidence, you'd say it's going to benefit them. And Palacios that time passed up the jumper and drove in. Said, if you're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. And I'm going to make it. Look at him. Palacios now 16 points, 5 rebounds. Jalabal pump fake, floats in, misses, and Palacios with the rebound. Here's Neptunas' chance to take the lead. Johnson to Palacios. Is he going to hit it? Yes, he does! And Neptunas Klaipeda have battled all the way back to take the lead here at Elan Chalon. They trailed by 14 points early in the third quarter. Now they're in the lead. Dorsey puts up a three, misses. Harris bats it away. Now Jared Johnson has it. Pulls up for three. And Kamara not able to rebound it. Palacios. Caselius passes up the three. And Johnson has it. Boy, what a game. It just goes to show you, folks, Johnson for three. If you don't stamp on somebody's jugular or go for the jugular and get him while you got him, you leave the door open, they'll come back, and Neptunas have finally come back late in the fourth quarter. Jalabal gets it. Palacios with the rebound. What a finish. Close games all the way around the Basketball Champions League tonight. Palacios goes to work, shoots over Gillet, misses. Jalabal is able to bat the ball away from Sabutis. The crowd trying to lift Chalon. Harris for three. Good! And Elan Chalon back in front. 81-79. And look who's gone to center court. Neptunas called the timeout. Neptunas hoping to get a charge there, but the charge is not called. And Harris steps behind the arc and hits the three. Well, they've done a great job of clawing their way back here in the fourth quarter. Let's listen in.
Get open. One. If Lamis have problems, set screen immediately to Reno. Maybe like this. Screen to Reno. Reno get open. Lamis stay. Stay. Juan, reverse the pick from this. Reno. Jerry. Go. Shoot. Wide open shoot. Or you roll.
There's Pino not able to help tonight. He's got an arm injury, shoulder injury. So the biggest deficit has been 7 points. In this quarter, it was 71-64 after Dorsey made a couple of free throws with 8:20 remaining. But this Neptunas team is stuck with it. Coming up on a minute to go. Johnson gets in the lane, and ball knocked away. Oh, they say the ball went off of him. And Johnson maybe should have passed to Kiselius, who was open on the right. Look at this. I thought it went off of Gillet and out of bounds. Well, Dorsey has it. And remember the free throws. Both teams in the bonus. Final minute of an exciting game. Inside, Bukicu over to Jalabal. They decide to go for the three. Well, that's questionable. Why pass up inside to go for the three? And now Neptunas have it. Sebudis. Then Sebudis loses control of it, and the ball goes out of bounds. What a turnover. The most inopportune time. He just dribbled it off his foot. Max Vitas calls the play defensively. 27.5 seconds remaining. Do you go for this? Obviously, you go for the steal, but do you let it go down to 3.5 seconds? I don't think you can. You have to foul. Yeah, that's the right call. So Dorsey will go to the line. And Dorsey tonight at the free throw line is a perfect 4 of 4. So it's not, on tonight's evidence, the player you want to foul. If you are Neptunas Klaipeda. And shooting makes this one. Dorsey actually came into this game shooting 60% at the line in the Basketball Champions League. But he had only attempted 3 of 5. Not that many. So he's really been to the line a lot tonight. And now a timeout has been called. Still some work to do here for Elan Chalon. And also remember the fact that it was a 2-point win in the opening game, 75-73 for Neptunas. So if they could lose by 1, and these two teams finished tied at the end of the regular season, that tiebreaker would come into effect. And that's the kind of stuff that's tough to think about at this time of the game. But for the players, because you want to get out there and win. You still think you got a chance to win if you're Neptunas Klaipeda, and if you're Elan Chalon as well. Anyway, so many different ramifications, implications. It's not just the win, but it's the margin of the win. And Neptunas now will, no doubt, they take they just have to take the best look, see if they can get something down low, and then foul again. But maybe don't foul Dorsey, foul somebody else. Here's Johnson. So Kiselius runs into the left corner. Palacios. And throws it out of bounds. Tries to get it to Beliauskas. 2 turnovers against Neptunas at the absolute worst time of the game. One from Sebudis, dribbling it off of his foot, and the other from Palacios as he tries to make the pass. Now, what are they looking at here? See if Jalabal touched it. I think that's just a straight turnover. Here it is again. No, that's just a turnover. I don't think his left hand got it. Chalon did a good job getting out. So Ike Athens are going to win tonight at Movistar Estudiantes. So remember, Estu won last week with the Sylvan Landesberg last-second three-pointer. Cabo de Orlando get their second win tonight at Gaziantep. Strasbourg fall by a point in Ljubljana. Petro Olympia. Murcia won 81-75 at Unet Helon. Eris won at Jelona Gora. Dinamo Sastri won at Pionar Karšiaka. And we got a timeout here. So the last play is called up here by Cholet.
Boum and boum. OK? On joue 4. Regarde nos balles. Avec le pivot.
So the Ostend game is actually going to overtime against Telecom Baskets Bonn. Here's the assisted turnovers tonight for this game. That's a big game with Ostend at 3-4 and Bonn at 2-5 in Group D. Of course, Ches Nimburg are 4-3 in fourth place, so that's a tight group as well. So here we are, 83-79, Elan Chalon. Clearly, they don't want to lose their heads here. They need to keep their difference. And Dorsey is fouled with not much time going off the clock. Readjust his head after the foul. So Johnson fouls out. He has to take a seat. Well, really, I mean, Elan Chalon haven't played exceptionally well tonight, but it looks like they're going to get a win. Nevertheless, it's going to be a two-possession game if he makes this. Still a chance for Neptunas. Nope, he misses, so they got to play. 5 points to deficit. You don't want to foul if you're Chalon. Sabutis gets in there. And Dorsey is fouled just as he brings it up. So it's a 3-point game. If he misses both of these, and Dorsey hasn't missed anything from the free throw line. Excuse me, he did just miss. There's Sabutis. Yeah, Dorsey missed the second one the last time. If he misses both of these, they've got a chance. But he makes the first. And crucially, that's 85-81. So in the goal differential, remember, they won by Neptunas won by 2 in the first game. He makes the second, so now it's 86. So it's a 5-point difference. Neptunas want to try to hit a three-pointer here right at the end. Oh. And Casillas goes in and misses with a layup. So in the end, it's 86-81 win for Elan Chalon over Neptunas Klaipeda. So 86-81, Elan Chalon win over Neptunas Klaipeda. Just 2 threes fell for Chalon in that second half, and things improved considerably for Neptunas as they came back and looked. They even clawed back in the rebounds. Neptunas ended up 9 of 26 from three-point range, so the game really did even out in that second half, and Elan Chalon just didn't quite lower the boom like perhaps they could have. Well, definitely like they could have. 15 points for Dorsey. A lot of that coming at the free throw line. Palacios had 18 points and 8 rebounds. He led the comeback for Neptunas. Would have been a good win for them if they could have gotten it here in Chalon, but it wasn't to be for the team, for the visitors from Lithuania. 15 for Gillet, 11 for Kamara, 15 for Kisielius, and 15 for Gaudikas. So Elan Chalon are going to leave the happier group tonight. They've improved to 4 They have improved tonight to 4-4, and Neptunas have now dropped to 5-3. So they've Neptunas have lost potential ground here on Iberostar Tenerife and MHP Reason Lewisburg, 2 teams that are in action tomorrow night. Tenerife will be taking on Ventspils, and MHP Riesenberg will be at PAOK Thessaloniki. So here's some of the highlights at the end of the game, and certainly I guess it's something that you can build on if you're Elan Chalon, because you've won the game, but you've got to learn how to play better and to close things out than what they did tonight. This Neptunas Klaipeda team, they had them on the ropes. They were up 15 points, but Neptunas came back and had a real go at it. Some of the shots, as you see, falling at the end for both teams. Inslee was relatively quiet tonight. He really kind of drove. He was kind of like the engine last week. He finished with 6 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Did have a couple of steals. Sabudas made some plays late. This was his three-pointer. Also, Palacios. He really got it going. And, again, we saw the nice backdoor cut by Shepard, getting the pass from Jamie Farr. Kamara. And then we had that move there from Kamara. That was big. But it really came down to right to the end. And, you know, a crucial turnover against Sabudas when he dribbled the ball off of his foot, and a crucial turnover on Palacios as he also tried to make a pass that went out of bounds. And, you know, these are the shots as they were getting closer and closer and taking the lead. And this was a big play here as well. Harris with the go-ahead three-pointer. So a win is a win no matter how you slice it. And the win has gone for Elan Chalon. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. And you see the Group B standings after this contest. Klaipeda, Neptunas 5-3, and Elan Chalon now up into the playoff positions at 4-4 in Group B. So one last time, it's 86-81, Elan Chalon winning over Neptunas. Thanks for watching.